What happens if you don't shave before your laser hair removal appointment? So if you're curious about medical aesthetic, laser hair removal, or just, technology in general, consider subscribing to this channel. I'm Madeleine Casey. I'm the founder of Sparkle Lifestyle MediSpa. It's a medical aesthetic practice in Moncton, New Brunswick. I'm also a clinical trainer, and I'm here to answer all your questions related to skincare and health and beauty from the inside out with, a technology twist because I'm a laser lover. So I'm here answering all your questions about laser hair removal. And a question that I get a lot would be what happened about shaving, and should you shave, or how long, or can I wax, or what to do about that. So here's the answer. So ideally, I'll talk about, first of all, I need to talk about my practice because there's so many different type of laser out there, but I will be specifically talking about the Gentle Max Pro. It's a true medical grade laser. It combines an alexandrite and an indiac in it. So the answer may be a little bit different depending on the technology used, but in general, you need to understand that the energy from the laser will come up from the laser, will follow the hair follicle. When it follow the hair, and it will kind of burn the hair and try to burn the hair that's attached to the root, and making sure the root doesn't produce a new hair. But for that, the hair needs to be attached to the root, meaning it's in anagen phase, and and all that. That's why laser hair removal need a series of treatment. But to do this treatment, it's always better if you have a tiny little bit of regrowth there. And why? Well, it's a little bit easier for the laser or the device to see where it's going, right? So if it doesn't see anything, the energy doesn't really know where to go. So that's why we're looking for that millimeter growth at the top of your skin. So the laser, we're just not losing any energy from the devices. If you shave too close to your skin, I mean, it's not the end of the world if you're dealing with a medical grade laser, but when it comes to other technology, sometimes it's a little bit harder for the laser to know where it's going. But you don't want to have it too long, because if you have your hair too long, there's too much energy that's lost, in the hair to burn all the hair externally to the skin, right? So it's really important that you just have like that millimeter growth. So what does that mean? And everybody's different. So I would say that in most cases, the first time you come for your laser hair removal appointment, I would say shave about 24 hours before coming. Usually that's long enough. If your growth is really, really slow, maybe shave 2 or 3 days before, because we need to see what we're doing. If you come at the clinic and we don't see anything, and I mean like nothing, it's just not ideal. We were just looking for a little bit there. So just be mindful of that. And same thing, like as you progress in your treatment, your hair gonna be thinner and it will not grow as fast. So it's important to really be mindful of that. And I see a lot of people, like, they forget, oh my God, I'm just gonna shave just before going. And for the reason I just mentioned, it's not ideal. Plus, when you shave, you're stripping some layers of your epiderm, and it just make your skin more sensitive. For some people, it's not a big deal, but for other people, when you do that, if you already have a dry and sensitive skin, you may not realize, but you kind of cut yourself. There's a little like cut there, and for some people it might be a little bit bleeding, and then when we laser it off on top of it, it creates a lot of inflammation and irritation, and it can make your skin like almost look like there's rash there. So just try not to shave the day of your appointment, at least 24 hours, so your skin can kind of heal itself from that shaver. And ideally, I would even prefer that you use some kind of a clipper. That's what we're using here. We have like clippers that we just change the blade between clients, but then we can put the perfect length. So that's kind of like what we like to use at the clinic here. But if you need to shave at home, make sure that you have that little length. So between appointment, what you need to do or what should you be doing? What you can't wax. It's really important not to wax. Not you don't want to pull. We want the hair to be only cut or shave. Okay, because when you start pulling the hair out, it changed the growth cycle because the hair need to really produce a new bulb and all that. So that's why it's really important that you just cut the hair, that you don't pull it out, because we're looking for that root. If you remove it, we can't do the treatment. So don't pull, don't pluck, don't tweeze, don't wax between your appointment. Just cut or shave. You can do that as much as you want. It doesn't matter. We don't, like I said, we just need that millimeter growth. So what happens if you're waxing right now and you want to get laser hair removal? I would strongly suggest that you stop waxing about 4 to 6 weeks prior to your first laser hair removal appointment. That will just make sure that all the hair are, had that root, created. Sorry, look at my words here, but yeah, that's what we need. So about 4 to 6 weeks prior to your first laser hair removal, stop waxing and only cut or shave. But yeah, that's pretty much what you need to do. Let's say at the end of your treatment, either we forgot a spot or maybe you want to show us something, or we may actually ask you not to shave or to make sure to leave a patch of hair for us to be able to look at. That may happen, but for that, make sure that just wait for us to tell you exactly what we're looking for your next appointment. Especially at the end of the treatment, we really want to look at the hair and how it's going and all that. So I hope this answers your question. If you have any question anymore, please comment below. Also, I have a Facebook group, so I'll make sure to put the link below. You can go there, ask all your skincare and medical aesthetic question. I'll be there answering them, and can't wait to see you again. Bye bye.